Yo, what up? First off, shout out to everybody that's still hanging on and watching with us, man. We appreciate them numbers. We back for another segment today. I know it's been about a week, man, since we dropped anything, but hey, shit happens. We grown, got shit to handle. So check this out, man. Today, y'all about to get some history lessons, man. And on top of that, I'm quite sure y'all go get some laughs around this thing. You hear me? So check this out, man. I got my co-host in the building with me, man. Kiiing Conn in the building, in the building, in the building.
Yeah, what's going down? What's
And look,
going
we
down?
do not have a special guest tonight because
Mm-mm.
this is not part two of the last show that we put out. This is just something else that we just needed to jump into right now. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So peep
yeah.
game on this, man. Peace. Peace, my brother. What's up, man?
Ain't shit, man. Same thing. Had a little bit of family come throughout the week, so
Yeah,
couldn't get directly to the show. But we back in full effect, man.
all
Ready
day.
to ride.
All day. All day.
Let's
I ain't gonna
do
lie.
it.
I be having fun doing these things, man.
Same here, brother. That's why I say sometimes you gotta put down the stuff that makes you smile to make somebody else smile. It seems like that's the only way the world works.
For shiggity. For shiggity.
Yep.
We can't save the world, but we can do our part.
Yeah, man.
I
Yes,
think that's
Lord.
dope enough. So man, you ready to go ahead and nosedive right on into this, man?
Man, don't even man, put your scuba gear on, man.
I
Let's
got it
roll.
on. I got it on. My scuba gear
Yeah,
Versace. What you got on?
yeah, slow. I think I'm going with the Fendi today.
Fendi. Okay, so check this
Fendi.
out, man. The latest, greatest news that I saw, my wife put me on. Um, this dude, I guess, was sitting at the edge of some water,
Yeah.
and he had an argument with his partner or whatever, whatnot. And this was him going to go blow some steam off, go by this water, right?
Right.
I guess the lawman must have got called up, and they knew where he was at. They went over there, and I guess he told them that he couldn't swim.
Mm-hmm.
And as they got closer, I guess he went ahead and decided to go ahead and mosey on down there in that water.
Right.
And while he was struggling to get his act together in the water, the lawman, I guess, was heard saying on the body cam that I'm not helping him.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
guess the other officers that was with him must have been in agreement because the end of the matter resulted in Buddy succumbing.
And I guess sadly he passed away.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and dive. Let's dissect this as normal human beings, and let's not be one sided. That's the way we do things every time we speak on something. So, is there any information on him being mentally ill? Was he committing a crime when the police showed up? Was there any crimes being committed other than trespassing? Simple, you know, not
be one thou out with you. I didn't
yeah,
even dig that deep on him like that. But
right,
I will say this: if you have made up your mind to raise your body up and move
mm-hmm.
it to that destination where you was at with the purpose of doing so,
Yeah.
you're not in the same state at the moment.
Of course, right. I mean, and that also could be brought on through many different ways. A mental disease that could be brought on through drug use, that could be through alcohol abuse. Like we don't know the man's story or why he was down there. So let's, as the viewers and as people who speak on it, we don't judge at this point. But it's going down to be like, well, was there any? Like, did they even have any EMTs called to the situation? Like, whenever you don't want to do your job as a police officer, and I guess as a civil servant, you always look towards other people to do their job. So in that situation, I guess they were looking for a EMT to come in and intervene in the situation. Like, is that what they think they were going for? I mean, just in your opinion, you think they were just waiting for that, or
Well,
they were just,
I,
I'm not going in the
I,
water.
I motherfucking reckon if an EMT was around, he would have jumped in that goddamn water and got that money. I don't think an EMT would have stood back with the good old boys and watched them go down like that. I think somebody around that bitch know how to swim. Somebody around that bitch brave.
So for the man to announce that he doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah.
And
this before he entered the water.
And then proceed to get in said water.
Yeah. He didn't want to be stopped.
That only could tell me either he felt in danger of his life, which is what we have to start looking at, because ain't nobody who know they can't swim gonna jump into some water unless they're mentally ill.
They already got it made up in their mind that niggas can't swim no way.
Well, I guess.
You want to know some real shit?
Tell it like it is, man.
I'm the next thing to a motherfucking shark.
Oh, you Michael Blups.
I can cut some water.
You can cut some water. Okay.
I can part the pool.
This nigga is part porpoise.
To the maximum. Goddammit. Hey, I can pour some water. Well, at least I could back in the day before drinking and all the other things that adults do. You know.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day when my lungs was pink.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to be able to,
just get through that water, man. Yeah.
Man, if I do one of these right here, that's a quarter of the pool right there. Give you another flap. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? Going back to that BS, man, where them boys were just sitting around watching him drown, man, I think the end result was them being suspended. Or something like that, right? Until further notice, I guess, while the investigation is going on. How long it may be investigating on how to get your lie straight. Everybody get on the same accord. Let's blow the same motherfucking flute, and get it in key. You feel me? Don't nobody need to be sharp or flat. Get it together. So when they come calling, and you decide to whistle, whistle in key.
You know what? I just really wonder, is this shit be worth, like, do people be thinking that this situation, like this momentary lapse in judgment, this small moment of stupidity, this moment of immaturity, is it worth a man's life? And is it even worth the fact that you know right now that we about to break down, we're going to dissect the shit out of what happened, man, and you could lose your life, your freedom.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just starting to looking at it from like a Caucasian's perspective as being a cop or anybody who jumps into police police enforcement. What y'all trying to do? Like, what did you sign up for? Is it a good job? Is it?
Bruh. On the cool?
Yeah.
Somebody's head need to go on a spigot and displayed at the gates.
Yeah, man.
Like,
and I'm not even for the violence, but it's starting to get to the point where
you have to, hold on. You have to greet violence with violence.
No, I agree. I think, and that's the only reason I say that. That's the reason why I say.
Hey man.
You get me to agree,
Hey man.
You can.
Hey man.
See, that's
I ain't in the mood. I ain't in the mood today. I ain't in the mood today. Not for no sucker shit, man. I ain't in the mood today. Don't negate the fact. Do not negate the fact that, goddamn it. Huh?
Violence need to happen, but the violence needed to be directed. Remember, you said it off. We said it offline. We said it off show.
Hey man, don't be snitching. If it was offline, who told you to bring it on?
Exactly like I said. We know.
See what I'm saying? You one of them niggas that's gonna have to at least get handcuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you want to be the reasonable nigga. Now, I don't want to hear it. Moving forward.
Listen.
Nah, go ahead, man.
We got to motherfucker figure out what is the purpose of this police officers, and like I said, we bring it up to say that we believe that they have orders to shoot on
Act a
sight.
motherfucking fool. Act a motherfucking fool.
Yeah, we got like different ways of looking at it, and we already know that it's been too many instances where they brung up that there are sororities inside of the police departments spread out throughout the United States. Like this is not rumor anymore. I've actually been in the company of an officer who had one of the Skull and Bones hand manuals. I don't want to let that information go of what police officer that was, but he told me in that information that black people are a big target, all minorities. Not as much as the Hispanic crowd is not as much as a target as a black man is.
Hey, check this out, man.
Yeah.
Also, to add on what you're doing, man, what you're saying, they also might be reading a couple of articles that can be found only in one place by a fella named James Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Research that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that right there will help out understand a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? About the psyche of how they view and see things, and how they respond and react to things, and then how they try to sidestep out of that shit once they have completely went savage out this hole.
Yeah, because it almost seems it's seeming to the point of where I'm just getting more and more news about. We've already got it's too much news about police brutality, but now it's starting to become a thing, a lack of empathy as an officer. Like, so if this guy is drowning, this guy is not a physical threat to you. Mm-hmm. He's not a danger to the neighbor. He's only a danger to himself, and at that point, you are supposed to intervene. It is in your oath, man, as an officer, to go save that man, no matter from himself.
It's almost like they got an order to kill.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the orders are coming from. I don't know what the objective is, because I still always circle back around. Do we have where's the people we need to talk to for we can find out what your objective is? Is y'all is like, are Caucasians so broken up? Just like black people are. We're really broken up into sectors.
My nigga.
Like this.
My nigga.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you short.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna give you the answer of what it is, so you don't have to wreck your brain. Mm-hmm. See, you got to go backwards in order to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I say go backwards, you got to go back and know history, because history always repeats itself. We're trying to stop history from repeating itself and create a new line of history that moves into something else, right? Because all that repeating has been done and done and done and done and done. What it all boiled down to, gangster, is jealousy.
Right.
Over and over and over. Notice this. Right. We are not the invader, but we have been invaded due to what? Us either being observed or us opening our arms and welcoming people in with kindness. And that jealousy of they ain't never seen nothing like this before in their life. They ain't never possessed nothing like this before in their life. Man, where we live at, it's cold and wet than a motherfucker up there. You heard me. Nigga, we ain't got no goddamn perfume. We ain't got no frankincense and myrrh. We ain't got no goddamn, we just up here goddamn and funky. You know what I'm saying? Funky and don't know how to do shit. Ain't been cultivated for a fuck. But you get around us, and you learn some things. You get civilized.
Right.
You learn you ain't gotta have all of this Jack's beef jerky link hair on your Sasquatch. Cut some of this shit off you, man, and get meat. It's hot than a motherfucker over here. You over here with all this goddamn hair on. Cut some of this shit off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always been jealousy, bruh. And when we get deeper into the subjects that we're going to touch on after we goddamn get on these goddamn cops, today, They gonna understand why. Y'all gonna be some born again believers by the time we finish our mission with this motherfucking show, man. You hear me, man? So, like I said, it always been jealousy, man. To know yourself is
But
to know
in
better,
this,
bro. We are the creators, bro. We are the gods of the earth, bro. We
I
are
just
the
don't understand the
creators,
jealousy
bro.
part.
We are the gods of the earth, bro. We are the creators, bro. We are the gods of the earth, bro. The enemy always has stolen, killed, and destroyed for everything that they have. If y'all want to translate that into character, Satan, Lucifer, the devil, then always he this is how you know it's him. This motherfucker still kills and destroys.
So we think this is all white people though, like all of them.
Nah, hey, it's
All of
in
them.
it's in all of them. They all come from us, so they got a compassionate part in them. Some have completely locked that door down, and that may be due to genetics over time from those that who families may have been of power. And you ain't never got to be compassionate. What you say is law. But then for the commoners back in the day, they might have a little bit of compassion because they had it hard too. It's some motherfucking poor ass white folks out there that, nigga, take your motherfucking ass to Louisville, Kentucky, bro. And it's a certain side out there you can ride through, man, right before you get into the heart of Louisville, man. Swear to God, it look like a little bit of apartment complex that might be their little projects, you know what I'm saying? But my nigga,
Yeah.
it was all white folks sitting outside looking like niggas. I'm talking about pants sagging, no shirts on, tattoos all on them and shit. It was white folks. I had an Airbnb on the other side of their hood. They was drinking 40s, smoking weed, pants sagging with the boxes showing. Cheap ass tattoos like a nigga in the kitchen did them. You know what I'm saying? On their body, on their face, on their hands.
I mean, do we? But it would. And this is
I
crazy.
seen it, man. I seen it, man.
To think about it, the reason why, and it's like this is the funniest reason to look at shit and like look at how like the circle of life goes around. Whenever they started doing whenever they started changing the outlook on the way hip hop moves, when they started conjoined up with the people who run the prisons and people who run the music labels, and they started teaming up to have us all come together and start having this objective against black people. They didn't know that it was going to happen to poor white people too, because poor white people and poor black people have the same outlook on shit, and they don't have nothing. And this is how we feel to embrace the culture. This is why our culture so easily stole on the high end and on the low end. This is why you got white people that got tattoos, and they drink 40s and smoke weed, because they think that's what you do when you have a low income. And that's the funniest shit about it, because this is just naturally who we are. We didn't know that we tied it towards income, but then when you start
We born into this shit.
yeah, right. We didn't know that you tied it towards that. So, but when you make it an agenda, when they made it an agenda to keep the blacks and the black communities, to keep black families broken apart, when they made it an agenda to keep the black father out of the household, when they made it an agenda that there was a war on drugs, when they made it an agenda that we need to raise the rates on how we stop and frisk black kids to get them incarcerated, that's only when the situation reared its ugly head. There was no opium, there wasn't a war on opiates until white kids started dying. It wasn't a war on opiates then.
Yeah, and they taught us about all that psychedelic
all that.
shit.
We didn't even know you could pop a perk 30, bro.
We was still smoking weed.
We
was still smoking weed and drinking whiskey, and gin.
And listen, as happy as we listen, but that's the one thing about it. They have an agenda, and it's just backfiring on them. And this is why you got a lot of. But this is why, and this is why I understand where your frustration comes up, and this is where my frustration comes into too. Whenever you see a white kid that can go kick it with the black, then there's nothing towards the people because I got my white brothers. Like, God, chill out. I'm not talking about y'all, but I always will tell y'all, you have an option. I don't. You could take off every tattoo you got, cut your hair, or your khakis up, and walk right back to the other side like you wasn't never hanging with us. We can't do that. If we put up our pants, tuck our shit in, straight cut, and go to just the other side of the neighborhood, you still treat me like a nigga, bro.
Straight up.
And then when I come back to home to talk to the niggas, they gonna treat me like a cracker.
Hey, you just an approachable nigga because you gonna be fresh as a motherfucker on the other side of town.
That's
but
all it is.
they ain't finna come to the jungle and tell the hood nigga nothing because that's automatic thrashing. That's what they see when they see hood niggas. They see us street niggas, whatever. They see us as motherfucking threats and aggressive and will get on your ass if you get out of line or say something stupid. Don't be stupid. Let's just get out of here.
Our culture's been tied into so much. Like I said, bro, it's like you already just started watching music videos, and it's like if me and you, we're students of the game, so we look at a lot of hip hop and music, and we've been watching it for a long time. Like when you're a student of the game, you don't just look at this time period; you look at the periods before, and start to see how they would shape the way people dress and stuff like that. The way we do everything. So at this point in time right now, man, the whole world is based on our culture, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I always said this in our first show, I said this, the way we would be able to change for black culture is going to have to be through trickery. We can't do it through the same way. So we would basically have to sabotage the system from inside out. Meaning we would have to make something we know ain't going to sell seem popular. If we had an over amount of niggas doing corny shit, then we would just have a whole bunch of white people doing corny shit. Because all white people do is go motherfucker look at our TikToks and go fuck it up when they go do their own little version of it. Like, remember that? I remember thinking there was a video, this little white chick doing this little TikTok dance where you do your Dougie or some shit like that. She was a white girl now. We done had over 150 videos of black kids doing that same goddamn dance. Can't get over 100,000 likes. This bitch did that shit one time. That bitch got over 3 million views.
Yeah, she had the crossover crowd.
But then it gets to the point of this ain't even playing fair because you already know what them views equal back in the day. Like, y'all compensating people for stealing shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different warfare going out there, and it's like we unarmed because black people too cool to do shit like TikTok, bro. I know niggas be doing it, but real niggas too cool for that shit, bro.
You ain't lying. I heard motherfucker like online, like if you too popping and you got too much of a voice, like they'll lie about your following base on your numbers. And it'll switch up and be up one day and be down one day, but it'll never be its true number. But you know what the true number is.
These niggas do. They allow what it is, man. I did it through a trial and result of doing reels, man. I did reels for 2 days, bro. I just did I put out like 40 reels, and I just looked at the way they played with the numbers, and the way that they picked the video they want to be popular. Because if I got 100 videos, why is this only this one video doing all these goddamn numbers? Like, did the creators and did the people like this, or did you like this as the nigga who up there pressing these buttons?
They might be the motherfuckers sitting in the office pressing the buttons out in Silicon Valley.
You know what I'm saying? Silicon Valley, bro. Like,
yeah. I know what's happening.
he here.
Here, matey.
He's here.
Yo.
Shit.
So to bounce back and then bounce off. The black ass police officer that watched that old boy drown.
Yeah.
May they get charged to the full extent for neglect and a host of other things when it comes down to the value of a human life. If there is a value on that, because there is no return once you're gone unless you reincarnate and start your cycle over again because you didn't complete your mission.
I hope they're not allowed to be police officers. Like, just take their badge away from them at the minimum. Let these people not be police anymore, man. That's all.
They career over. They need to
let that be over with.
Nationally.
Yeah.
You go take that honky tonk shit across seas with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Take them beliefs with you. Yeah, fuck them. You hear me, man? Fuck them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Fuck that couch, nigga. Yeah.
And they whole lazy boy, nigga.
Whole thing, man. So, yo, that's the end. Man, fuck them. Yeah. So, yeah, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whack ass. So, man.
Yeah.
Latest, greatest I done heard, man, that y'all probably don't know about, that there is a great exodus of black staffers leaving the White House administration, not working there anymore, walking away from it.
Okay.
You know anything about that, Dad? You heard about that, Dad?
I have no. I'm tuned in, ready to give my input on it. I don't even see you trying to say it's like a large group of black workers who are just leaving out of the White House right now?
Like, not fucking with it. Like, I'm out.
Damn.
And this is as of recent as the Buffalo shooting.
And this is under the Joe Biden administration.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, that's not a good look.
You want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into that.
Biden sees an exodus of black staffers and some frustration among those who remain. One of the workers said that one of the White House officials said, "We're here and we're doing a lot of work, but we're not decision makers."
All right.
Shit is crazy. Another one said, "There is no real feedback and there's no clear path to any kind of promotions."
Right.
Talking about working within that structure.
Okay.
They get in on a certain level and they never elevate from that level. They like pretty much feel like they pinned down in there. Right. And when they ask and question about it, there's no information channeled back to them. Period. The issues that are the highest priorities for our community, we're talking about Black America, right?
Right.
The issues that are the highest priority for our community are no longer at the forefront of the administration's priority list, said a third black, White House official. So, like, the whole get up and shebang for the presidential election was like, man, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, right?
That nigga literally said that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a shuck and jive. I'm going to do this for y'all. I'm going to do that for y'all. I'm going to do this for y'all. But as you can see, as the year has gone on, well, let's just say his tenure has gone on, our priorities, the key thing why we rose up and voted for your motherfucking ass, plus, one majorly was because we wanted to get the devil out of the motherfucking White House before he caused civil war in the country and world war all over the globe.
Right.
And secondly, uh, you said that you would do this for us, you would do that for us. The first thing that we really wanted to see was that anti-hate crime bill for black people.
Right.
But you gave that, you know what I'm saying, to our good friends over there that know how to whip that walk. And they know how to whip your ass. You better know that. They know how to whip your ass before they knew how to whip that walk. So yeah, you know, shout out to the Asian brothers out there, man.
Yeah, my people, man. They don't like us, but we like them.
I don't like them loud ass cars, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker set my alarm off too much. That loud ass tailpipe, man. That motherfucker Kirby ass vacuum ass tailpipe you got on the back of that motherfucking car, man. Man, slim that motherfucking exhaust pipe out, man. You don't need that big ass shit making your car make all that big ass noise. Set my goddamn alarm off and shit, man. Other than that, y'all cool in a motherfucker. Loud ass cars. Shit.
And thanks for cooking up that rat and dog so damn good for these days.
Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, damn, boy. They been cooking that rat and dog.
This nigga disrespectful. This nigga disrespectful. You chose disrespect today when you woke up from your nap, huh? I see. Yeah, listen to this shit. Hey, man. So, look, the issues of the black community are not the highest priority anymore, right?
Right.
As far as the administration goes, right? The person says when 10 black people get killed at a grocery store, it's business as usual. And no one stops to say to you, the black worker that's within the White House administration, that's around all the people that can make a change, nobody stops and says to you, are you okay? Because you know we're affected every time we see one of us go out the worst way. Before, you know, so they feel extremely neglected working up there, you know what I'm saying, on Capitol Hill and all over the place, wherever they hire us at, round that bit. You know what I'm saying? They feel neglected. They don't feel they feel like, I guess, that once you get entry level, that's your ceiling. They feel like they have no voice, and they feel like there's no compassion around there. If they offer you a job, my G, you gonna work?
Well.
Yeah, you see. You said, well, here you go with that. Here you go with that bullshit.
No fucking hesitation. First of all, because
it ain't gonna help.
I don't put my trust in politicians anyway. I don't push my trust on any side of it, Democrats nor Republican. I wouldn't. There hasn't been one president, I mean one, that had changed the status for black people as far as being American.
Of course not. And if those that did some nice things for us,
right,
got extinguished.
Of course.
See,
and if you
the type of nigga. You the type of
take
nigga.
It out immediately.
You just hold on a motherfucking minute. See, you the type of nigga that's gonna go up in there and learn how to make the best presidential sandwich.
Yep.
And then you gonna come back and pass that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
Shame on you for being in agreement with me. Where your black power, man? Where your black power, man?
You gotta motherfucking diffuse the enemy when they coming at you. You diffuse all the power in that statement.
I can't believe what
then
the hell
you retaliate.
I can't believe what the hell I'm here.
I just don't believe that I would be sitting in there worried about. I wouldn't be worrying about what this one white man gonna do, man. Come on, keep it a buck. All these other white men ain't do shit, ain't gonna do shit. And we don't get it together for ourselves, which is why we got a podcast right now. Then what the fuck we gonna do this shit? I'm not. Y'all keep voting, man.
Hey, man.
Y'all go ahead.
Y'all ugly ass niggas that can't see, I hope y'all can hear. Look, man.
Straight up.
There is some shit coming down the pipe that's gonna be treacherous. If y'all listen to the last show, y'all heard King T say, when drama come, it come on a sunny day, a regular day when shit is just cool.
Yeah, man.
Man, you niggas are cattle in the eyesight of the powers that be. And it's too many motherfucking bucking ponies in this motherfucker. Broncos biting motherfuckers and lions scratching. So they got to do something to slow this shit down.
And this is also a really, this situation about all these black staffers want to leave. Let's not leave the real facts behind this, which I know Democrats don't want to hear this shit. This is not a good look, my nigga, that we just had Trump in office for 4 years and ain't not one black staffer walked out.
Yeah, that's corny than a motherfucker.
First of all,
them pockets was lined.
If their pockets was lined, I believe in the whole situation. Like I said, man, I believe that Trump is not our ideal person. Get me right when I say that. He's not an ideal person. His views are shaded, but as a president, that nigga got shit done.
Boy. Get what done?
Biden?
What? Hold on. What the fuck he get done, man? Hold on. What he get done? The hell he get done? He almost got the earth blowed up. He almost got the earth blowed up. He made he made that man Grandmaster Jay get up and grab a gun, bruh. Like enough is a fucking enough. Nigga. And you telling these motherfuckers to hit harder, strike harder, you weak. That's what he was telling the mayors, the governors, the police departments. You weak, strike harder. What? Y'all better listen.
Are you trying to say right now that Joe Biden...
He punked them bitches out across the globe.
Is he a better president than Donald Trump?
Joe Biden ain't woke up from his nap. Shit. They asked him questions while he's trying to come back into the Matrix. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. That motherfucker don't even know what he said yeah to.
And nigga, cause they ain't motherfucking charged his battery last night.
Charge his battery. It's hard for a reptilian to live on Earth. on the upper surface. It's hard for that nigga. You remember that motherfucking fly landed on his dust ass? I know it took every muscle in him not to let that tongue whip out and catch that fly and suck him on in down the drain.
Boy, you ain't shit.
I'm just keeping it funky. Then a 7-day pot of grits that ain't never got in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get your ass cut for not washing that damn pot before mama get home.
No, that ass will get cut by mama. Yeah. After the second day. Okay, so this brother done lost his mind. Yeah. Time to bring him back to earth. Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to hear something astounding?
That's it, Jack.
So far, at least 21 black staffers have left the White House since last year or are planning to leave soon. Some of those who remain say it's no wonder why. They describe a work environment with little support from the superiors and fewer chances for promotion. Slavery. Sound like the motherfucking cotton field to me. Huh?
So they feeling like they can't go up.
They can't grow.
In the world.
They're straight slavery. You in the cotton field. You working for the supreme master that overlook all plantations in this country.
And what did they think it was going to be?
Yeah, well, they thought that they was going to be wearing a tuxedo and that they would get paying top dollars. And because I work for the White House and the president himself, I'm better than you niggas.
Right.
No, nigga. You just a well-polished house nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You work in the house.
Yeah, butler ass nigga. 12 years a slave ass nigga. Yeah, that's what you is, nigga. You a spit-shined ass slave. thinking that that's gonna gain you some kind of glory out this motherfucker. Boy, you the joke on the end of my tongue right now with your dusty ass. You ain't nothing but a boot scooting, biscuit, bacon, goddamn boot licking, corn on the cob, scraping from the rooter to the tutor, eating, chitlin, sucking, motherfucking sneaking in the barn with the white woman, fucking white man coming, so I'm motherfucking ducking, looking ass nigga. Yeah. That's what you are, nigga. That's what you are, nigga. You know what? You the plow on the mule, nigga. You the mule before the mule got hired, nigga. You understand this, nigga. You the mule before the mule got hired. And guess what? A lot of you niggas up there tending the massa gonna be out of job real soon as AI gets certified.
I ain't no lie there, man.
Yeah. So who you gonna cook for now, ball?
You ain't lying.
Who you gonna subs up now, ball? They got something that's coming through that ain't gonna get no lip, that's gonna be on time to work, and that's gonna do it right every time by program. Boss. Yeah. So what was you saying about them shiny shoe wearing ass niggas up there in the master's big house?
I
Thinking they did something. You ain't did shit, nigga. Butler.
I believe that they were misguided in their beliefs, but you know what I'm saying? Once you go to the enemy's house expecting a different result, what can I do for you?
You know what you are? You the most well-behaved nigga in the country.
That might be it, bro.
Yeah. Somebody need to send this video to Charleston White. I'd love to have a chat with him. We share views alike in a lot of ways, nigga.
Y'all niggas talk
shit. Shiny shoe wearing ass slave.
I don't know what the objective is.
I wanted them niggas still up there.
Get paid anyway?
I wanted them niggas still up there warming the bed before Massa come lay down.
I'm about to do a little research on that. How much do they get paid?
Boy, it better be a ticket.
Let's see.
You better not be in government housing.
Now listen.
You better not be up in yonder working for the White House. Everybody should have a home working in the White House now. A house, nigga, grass that you gotta cut. I ain't talking about no townhouse. I'm talking about a house in a subdivision.
Okay, the average White House salary ranges from approximately $49,982 per year for a staff assistant to $176,763 per year for a vice president. So the average White House hourly pay ranges for approximately $80 per hour. Yeah,
that's fair.
That is fair.
And how long the shift?
I said, well, they got some cheap people in there because they said that damn the cooks make more than all these niggas. God damn.
Man, hold up.
Goddamn cooks making between $86,000 and $215,000 a year.
Man, they just don't know, boy. I can get in that kitchen and do something, but I ain't working for Massa.
Listen, man. Oh, this was a question I wanted to ask. What do you think about Kamala Harris? And through all of this, we got a black woman that's sitting there as the vice president, and
You want to know what I think about Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Go watch Fruitvale Station. Fruitvale Station with motherfucking Michael B. Jordan on it.
All right. I'll go take a look.
Yeah, watch that movie about her. You know her record?
Nah, I don't know her record. I haven't really done any.
She done locked up
more.
She done locked up.
I don't vote, so don't get mad at me. I don't vote.
She done locked up more black men than anybody in California history.
I knew that little bit of information.
Fruitvale Station, man. I think that's what it's called. Fruitvale or Fruitville, one of them. I think it's Fruitvale, though. Michael B. Jordan. Right now.
I'm trying to figure out when Shorty had came out for that public speaking and had on the Timbs, but she had on the other Timbs, like not the Timbs.
Yeah, then stunted in the chucks with the AKA work going on.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, she had her black ticket out.
Yo, she's out of here. Like for real, and like she really needs to address the fact that we know she an alcoholic, man. Like you ain't gonna keep coming up here talking like we don't see that shit, bro.
She might smoke that good ganja too and snort that yay.
Man, if she was snorting some yayo, she would say more intelligent shit. That motherfucker sound like she up there fucking like trying to find some shit to say, bro.
You know who be on that yay that talk that intelligent shit?
Who?
Never mind. I bet that call that motherfucker name. I bet it had a lawsuit in my mailbox, man. Man, I bet it had a lawsuit in my mailbox. I bet not say that motherfucker name. That motherfucker sharp as a whip when it comes down to brain work. Like
nigga, cease and desist.
Man, destroy the show before it gets started. Destroy the show before it gets. I bet not say that now. Thank you, Lord, for giving me that quick flash of never mind. Hey,
yes, Lord.
I'll text you tonight.
Yeah,
I'll text you tonight. Hey, if y'all want to know who I'm talking about, leave your IG down in the comment block. I'll text you tonight. Yeah, I'll text you who I'm talking about. I ain't got dang go call it out online. No, sir.
Can't do that.
So, check this out, man. Now that we done got through all that right there, we about to get down to the meat and potatoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where we about to educate you motherfuckers on some shit in history, man, that y'all probably don't know, probably have not heard of, and if you have heard about it, you probably ain't heard much of it. And this is probably half the reason why everybody from this motherfucking place is crazy as a motherfucker. And because of that crazy, across the globe, we are respected.
Niggas is ignorant, man. That's top 3 ignorant people in the world. Chicagoans, Memphisans.
Memphians.
And I know, and there's these St. Lunatics. These niggas.
No.
These motherfuckers is different.
You can't, them Californians.
Damn true. You can't, that's
them Floridians.
Yeah. Don't ever leave them out.
You know what? Everywhere we at, we ignorant. Yeah. Pretty much. But today, man, subject of education for y'all, man, and some good ass points, man. And just to wake you motherfuckers up, man, today we're going to talk about the Memphis riots of motherfucking 1866, man.
Yes, Lord.
Memphis riots of 1866. I want to get this up on the platter real decent for y'all, man. Because when I was growing up in Memphis, I never heard about this shit. The only great massacres any type that I heard of about Memphis growing up was Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And also send up a thank you for the effort that you did put in. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even though you should have just left us segregated and we ain't had to worry about this shit, but I ain't gonna bring that up. Keep going.
But you know, he was a team player.
For what team? But keep going.
We'll move forward. So, back in May, I hope this ain't the reason why they celebrate Memphis in May and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know you're already about to break it down, so that's what
for y'all that's from the crib that's watching this, man, I hope this ain't the reason why they celebrate Memphis in May, because the Memphis Massacre actually was May the 1st through the 3rd of 1866. Now, this is how it went down. Racial violence was ignited by political and social racism. Political and social racism. What does that mean? Them motherfuckers might be the favorites over there, And I don't like that, and I don't like them because I want to be the favorite. I want to win. Let's move forward. Political and social racism following the Civil War. This at the tail end of the closure of the Civil War. In the early stages of Reconstruction. You know, they tore up a lot of shit during the Civil War. So, you know, after that, things had to be reconstructed and rebuilt and put back together again so the nation can function, right? After a shooting altercation between the pigs and black veterans, recently mustered out of the Union Army. They was in the Union Army, right? These black veterans, right? Mobs of these motherfucking angry ass white folk, these motherfucking crackers, man, to include policemen, rampaged through black neighborhoods and the houses, to include the houses of freed men.
Right.
And attacking and killing black soldiers and civilians and committing many acts of robbery and arson. We talking about so let's say these motherfuckers basically chose to go to war with us over a disagreement. There was a shootout. The niggas weren't going for it. They felt threatened. They was in a defense, right? There was a shootout because they retaliated like that. See, the white folks know how to do something that niggas ain't figured out yet. And let's come together. They know how to just be white. Matter of fact, everybody else on earth know how to just be Mexican, just be Indian, just be Puerto Rican, just be motherfucking Dominican. You know what I'm saying? Blase, blase, blase. They all know how to just be for them. We ain't figured that shit out yet. We still, I don't know that nigga, fuck that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers basically, off of disagreements, they robbed, they burned, they raped, and only 2 of them motherfuckers was killed.
Yeah, 2 whites died in the conflict. One was a result of an accident, and another one, a policeman, because of self-inflicted gun wounds.
We ain't even get a lick in.
No, they were estimated 202. They were estimated over 5.
Niggas wasn't trying to kill them, right?
Yep.
Niggas probably were just trying to ward folks off, like, get on.
And 285 people were injured. Over 100 houses and buildings were burned down as a result of the riot. And neglect from the firemen, no arrests were made. It basically all started out from a white policeman attempt to arrest a black ex-soldier, where an estimated 50 black men showed up to stop the police from jailing him. Accounts vary who began the shooting, so we don't know who began the shooting, but we had to guess. We know who started shooting when you see 50 black people outside.
Oh yeah. It ain't no hold up.
This was only supposed to be a really isolated incident, but because of the policemen which I am starting to notice, and I want to put this out. I've been noticing this really crazy thing. Irish policemen, and this is why a lot of our massacres are coming down, is because of the Irish.
Yeah, they the ones that started all the shit, mostly.
Yeah, like I'm starting to notice because they believe that most of the Irish people that got off of the boat, which you guys is just as new to this land as we are, got put into some type of power because you had the right skin pigmentation. You got put into the right amount of power because they gave y'all the job to be policemen immediately. And it's been going on. Like I said, they already had a problem with blacks in that back time because
when you freed black people, you had to give us jobs where there had to be work to be employed because still things had to be done. You can't. Irish people were getting jealous because black people were first choice to be hired.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
and they were really pissed off when we didn't have to go to war.
Yeah, exactly. And when we didn't have to go to war,
and they had to go.
And they had to go. I don't. I'm starting. It's starting to get to the point where it's just like the United States brung oppressed people over to oppress them, slave them, and then brung another group of white people over to double down.
Yo, so peep game. In a nutshell, bro, the jealousy, right?
Yeah.
All because of competition in the working class for housing, work, and social space.
Yeah.
Irish immigrants and their descendants competed with freed men in all of these categories. White planters, aka farmers, wanted to drive freed men out of Memphis and back to the plantations.
Yeah.
To support cotton cultivation with their labor, i.e.,
right.
your energy and strength.
Yeah, yeah.
The violence was a way to enforce social order after the end of slavery. So basically, they were still trying to boss up like this, our land, and this is where you go.
Right.
Which is basically nowhere because they wanted everything.
No, they wanted us to basically still carry on. They wanted to still
and work for them.
Our duties. We couldn't work for ourselves or.
Like I said, they wanted everything, so we wouldn't have nowhere to go but back to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a crock of shit.
Which is, I mean, it goes down to where their group of people of their ancestors were stuck in a whole point of seeing their whole way of life just go under the bridge, like go to the shit.
Motherfuckers can't create nothing, man.
And then you had to watch a black man go get a job that we used to have to give. You used to do for free a couple years ago. This got to be some fucked up shit, ain't it, man?
Hey, them motherfuckers had to go kill Abraham Lincoln. Now, bitch, you done fucked it up for us. You done fucked it up for us, nigga. They had to go, they had to go hit that nigga with the gunpowder gun, nigga. The motherfucker, you like...
He shot this nigga, and you know it took 20 minutes to load that gun. They had ample time.
Bruh, they hit him with the poof gun. You know what I'm saying? That bitch blow more smoke but a ball of iron at your ass. Get this nigga out of here. This nigga that fucked it up for us, nigga. Hey, they in the cotton field sweating, and guess what? They motherfucking cotton ain't growing. They motherfucking vegetables ain't growing. None of they shit was growing. Them bitches had more dirt than the law allowed, nigga, than they had anything. Man, let's go to war and take all the land and make them niggas come work for us so we can have something to eat out this bitch, boy. I'll tell you, boy, because we can't grow shit.
And the bad part is, like, I'm just trying to figure out how long, and this is a question, I really don't know the answer to this, but I'm asking. When colonizers took over the land from the Indians, how much time was it in between before they enslaved African Americans?
What?
How much time was it in between?
I'm not certain of that answer, but I will throw this out there to fuck everybody's head up. The first people to ever slave black people, Africans, was the Arabs. And guess what? The Arabs were some different type of masters, right? See, they like that white man. When they go to war, they collect their slaves, they gonna pull that dick out. You know what I'm saying? And go slam some wood in the middle of massacre and warfare. So what they did was, when they had slaves, the women that they slept with, that they had children from that were slaves, those children got the same privileges as the Arab children got. I.e., they grew up to be the Moors.
All right.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Hold on. Because I don't hear nobody saying shit.
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck we keep ended up being slaves.
We always fail to protect our shit.
Yeah,
and we always let the enemy in to see too much shit. We always operate from the heart when we should be probably using our minds.
Now, freeze framing on that thought right there. We have not learned anything because we are still sharing everything we do with the enemy in the ideas of showing off.
Everything is on repeat.
Everything
like,
is on repeat.
Ain't nobody noticed that shit yet? Like, ain't nobody sat back and been like, bro, how do we stop the same shit from repeating generation after generation? Ain't nobody bright enough to think of this shit yet? Like, nigga, it's the same. Y'all using the same tactics, doing the same shit, but except this time, you pussy, you don't want to be hurt. You don't want to lose anything. You don't want to sacrifice anything. You just want to use your fucking voice and your sandwiches and your signs and your appearance thinking that's going to do something. Nigga.
I don't know, man.
You niggas is... You know what you are, nigga. Pussy, nigga. You know what you are. I ain't got to pull my resume out. I used to get paid. I used to get paid to handle business. I used to get paid to handle business. It's by Uncle Sam. Yeah. Y'all doing shit for free and going to jail for life. I was handling business and going back home and getting drunk. and laying down with scrubs. And motherfucking scrub ass women. Wasted my time back in the day, man. But hey, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear no more tough talk, man. I want to hear, bruh, link up, man. I don't want to hear nothing but link up. Link up.
And then hopefully when everybody link up, it can be some constructive conversation on what to do next with everyone there.
That's all I want to see, man. I want to see hashtag link up.
And then take it off of social media, man. After you do that.
After that, it's a Reynolds. After that, it's a Reynolds. After that, once we get that one piece of information that's necessary, no more on there. Yeah, but link up, man. Niggas need to get together. Niggas need to talk. Niggas need to share knowledge. Niggas need to build together. Niggas need to teach each other shit. Niggas need to train. Niggas need to motivate each other to get fit. Niggas need to learn economics. Niggas need to learn how to make our money work for each other instead of trying to do it all alone. Being greedy like this shit's gonna make you wealthy, nigga. Niggas really need to learn, and I'm talking about globally, just how to stop.
Oh, man. God damn.
Like somebody just pulled the cord out of everybody and we can't move. Globally. That's a shutdown for your motherfucking head. Just stop.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. I always think about that shit, and I always wish it was just a way that we can communicate that. I'm like, do you know how much we could stop if we just didn't do nothing for 3 days?
We'd have spent the power. We could take care of each other.
I'm even talking about as far as don't even log on, bro.
We can take care of each other. We can take care of each other.
No TikToks, no new dances. Don't put out no cool way to wear J's. No promoting the product.
Stop giving away the juice. Just do it. Just wear it. Just be it. Don't promote no more juice for them to steal. I get where you going. I get where you going, man. I get where you going. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all understand why Memphis nigga crazy, man. We had to do some shit, man, that passed down bloodline that can cause, certain ways of upbringing and certain sights to be seen, and from our elders teaching us how to function, how to live, how to survive. This is a big part of it right here. The psyche of it that's passed down generation to generation. Like, y'all gotta understand this, man. There are tons of spirits running through you that took to create just one you. And that's called your bloodline. A piece of all of your existence from the very beginning still exists in one you. You just took it a step further, and you know what I'm saying? And that's called a generation. Oh, I'm talking my shit.
Talking that shit.
Y'all really need to wake the fuck up, man. Y'all really need to look around at each other, man. Y'all really need to stop being blind to the world, man. Fuck shaking booty, man. Fuck all that earthly shit that your flesh can't let go of. All of y'all. Oh, I'm about to say something, Paul.
Oh, shit.
All of y'all, my people, need to close your eyes and say your name without a sound coming from your mouth. Without moving your lips, without a sound coming from your mouth. Say your name with your eyes closed. If you heard you say that, and everybody else in the room, to include myself, could not hear you say that, that's the real you that you need to get in touch with. That's the spirit behind the vehicle that's driving you around here. That's the real you. That's who you need to grow up. That's who you need to feed. You need to feed him with some type of spiritual elevation, some type of knowledge in order to grow inwardly so that you can shine outwardly. Y'all still stuck on this. Oh, this look good. I'm fine. She fine.
That's all it's about, man. Can't even go down your social media feed without the over presence of sexuality or the over presence of flossing on people who ain't got it. Man, I don't like to put my personal agenda or my personal things that I do out for the world to know, because I don't want it to seem like as me saying it, this is what I do, this is just what I do, and I'm saying it. I don't even take pictures with me with my jewelry on, man.
Man, hold up.
Like, I don't even take pictures of, I don't take pictures of no food that I eat. I stopped doing that because I don't know who on the other side is hungry.
Say, I could stunt right now.
You feel me? Like, it could get ugly, man.
Like, I could be on this camera right now, and I could be looking real heavy.
Yep.
You know what I came to the show with? I meant to pull this motherfucker out. I came to the show with my wife. I don't think y'all can see this. It's me and my wife on
It can get chunky now.
Hey, but I can get. It can get nasty up in here.
But what purpose would the shit hold?
It wouldn't hold nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing into the program of keep them away from what's important and keep them right here in this windmill and blend them up like Indio Champ. Hey, that's what the sister was saying. I'll blend you up like Indio Champ. If y'all don't know who Indio Champ, he the big nigga that walk around like this. He'll kick your food up in the air if you're eating sloppy and shit. Big ass African nigga. Big ass African. I shouldn't even call him. That nigga big as a motherfucker. I wish motherfucking NDO champ would come to my barber shop. I'll blend his ass up. I'll put him in a motherfucking chair and blend that motherfucking face so cold, man. He wouldn't even know what hit him, man. By the time he get up, he'll be a gentle, aggressive, angry man. He'll be gentle in the motherfucker. He'll be looking in the mirror like, nah, G, nobody will ever touch my hair. Yo, you know what? Speaking of hair, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say it.
What?
Cause that's being humble. And then I'm gonna close. I would say this. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let you say it.
What?
Because, like, man, I done had a vivid life, and I work in hair now. I cut hair now. I'm a master barber. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got anointed hands, man. I don't need enhancements. These hands right here enhance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This a warning to all y'all out there, you barbers. If you ever fall off and your client stumble upon me, you will never see him again.
That's real shit.
Take that how you want, bitch. Hey, we ain't got shit else to talk about, man. We'll talk to you ugly ass niggas over the weekend, man. With that being said, you heard what the fuck I said, man. Hey, complacency kills and consistency is key. And if you stay consistency, if you keep your consistent level of consistency up, eventually, you'll soar past the sky. And that's on game.
Real shit.
Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch. Hey, stay tuned for the next show, man. Learn something, bitch ass nigga. You weak as a motherfucker, man, because you ain't got no power on the inside. I just told you who you really was. I just showed you who you really was. You got no power because you ain't got no strength on the inside. On the inside, you still a baby. You an infant. You probably balled up in a fetal position because it's cold and you starving and hungry. Feed the real you on the inside so that it can radiate on the outside. And that's it.